So how you doing? Hey, we are going to work on the Homelite Super XL-130, see if we can get her back together and fire it back up and so forth. It's too late for me to do a test cut, but I'm going to see if I can get her started at least. I got a hair of daylight out there left, so I'm going to try to rush through this. Alrighty, so let me show you what's going on. We're back on to the Super XL-130. Got everything bolted back on. Carburetor's all fastened up. Starter's back on. The muffler work's done. I don't have replacement clutch springs, so I'm going to leave them as they are. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and put the chain brake on. That way, if I can't get the chain to stop moving, you know, I got a chain brake. I'll get her stopped. So I'll go ahead and put the chain brake back on just because of that. Now, I just got done doing a compression test. If you're curious, sitting at 180 pound right now. So that's where we're at. I just got to throw the air filter on and we're ready to give it a test run. Now, here's the worry, the concern. Alright, so the thing that's worrying me is this big old honking carburetor was tuning around an air leak. So I am worried that the carburetor is going to be too big now that that air leak is fixed. So we're going to find out. I'm concerned that that carb is going to be too big. So we're going to find out here soon enough. We'll see if I can at least get it to fire and idle. All right, so let's see what happens, and cross your fingers. I might have too much carb on this saw in this setup, but this carb is probably going to be needed whenever I switch it to methanol. That's why I'm trying to run it. And it would be kind of cool if I could go back and forth between, you know, gas and methanol on the same carb, wouldn't it? If this thing could actually tune for both fuels. That'd be kind of cool, but probably not going to happen. But you never know. Hey, let's give it a fire and see what happens. All right, so here we are. Let's see what happens. The last time I ran it, I noticed she refused a 4-stroke. So that's basically what we're looking for. We want to see if this saw a 4-stroke. So let's see what happens, and hopefully she behaves this time. Hopefully. Alrighty. right, so I am quite surprised. Even after all of that, this saw still does not want a 4-stroke. Yeah. So, I don't think it's pulse line related because I can see, I just ran the saw out of fuel and I'm telling you, she's moving fuel at a pretty high volume. See, whenever I just ran the saw out of fuel and I could see the air bubbles come up the fuel line and I'm telling you, they are flying up through that sucker. Now, you know, that could be the reason it's not 4-stroking, but I'm surprised. I am very surprised that this saw will not 4-stroke. So, I don't know, but you guys tell me what you think. We'll do another test cut here after this and see what happens. See how she performs now. I'm surprised that she's not 4-stroking. Like this saw, or like this carburetor isn't pulling enough fuel. All right, so no 4-stroking. She ran good, but it wouldn't 4-stroke. Like I'm not getting enough fuel. You can see the difference in the jets? Now we just pressure tested this thing. That little tiny air leak at the cylinder, I really don't think that's gonna cause this issue. So I don't know, tell me what you guys think. I'm about out of daylight here, huh? Now, otherwise the saw would tune just fine. I could get it to tune and idle, you know, in the low speed circuit. It's just that high speed circuit, it refused to 4-stroke. So is this saw really moving air that efficiently? You know what I mean? I don't know. This is a pretty big carb. I'm surprised that this saw is taking it. I'm very surprised. But let's see how she runs. And I mean, if she's really performing to that level that I think it's going to perform at, then that might explain why I need so much fuel. You know what I mean? She just might be a gas guzzler ported to the extreme that I have it at. Let's see what happens whenever we put it into wood. It's too dark right now for me to do it today, so we'll have to wait till next time. But otherwise, I did run it out of fuel. There was just enough in there to get her running. So, hey, maybe that's the reason she wouldn't 4-stroke. I could see the air bubbles coming up the fuel line. You see that? They were flying up through there. They weren't just creeping along. I mean, they were flying. So yeah, there's a good chance that it was just out of fuel, you know, because she is sucking her down like nothing else. I'm guessing I'm only getting about 5 minutes per tank of fuel. So, you know, she does drink a lot of fuel. So we're going to have to do some tweaks here. Tell me what you guys think. See if there's any ideas I'm not thinking of. And, you know, tell me what you think. She's a gas guzzler, I'll tell you that. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this build. I can tell that it's going to perform quite well. Hopefully it exceeds expectations, but we'll see. She still wants more. And I'm a little surprised. I mean, can I go bigger on the carb? This is like a 390, 395. I can't remember what carb I bought, but yeah, this thing is really moving a lot of fuel. So I better be prepared for that, huh? She's no longer a firewood saw. I mean, I might be getting 5 minutes a tank out of this one. Now she's turning way more RPM than she's supposed to at the factory, way more power. So we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting to see how it does at Sawfest too. Now I got the Briscoe saw converted to the 8-pin full house, full chisel chain. Should we do another comparison run and see how they stack up? In this configuration, maybe the Briscoe saw picked up a little more speed and, you know, wipes this Homelite off the map. It's possible, but hey, that'll be it for today. We'll catch you in the next one. Later.